Hey friends, I'm Shaz and welcome back to the Ministry of Reviews. In today's video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing a must-have device for every modern car owner, the Mstick4 adapter. This Mstick4 is an AI-powered plug-and-play adapter that connects through your car's USB port and transforms your car screen into a smart TV or a tablet. It runs on the Android 13 system and is powered by MediaTek 8781 Octa core processor with 6 GB of Samsung DDR4X RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage that is expandable up to 1 TB with a microSD memory card. You can connect this adapter to the internet either by inserting a SIM card or using your mobile's hotspot. This compact device is loaded with so many features, including built-in GPS, Bluetooth, a microphone, and more. But one of its standout features is video in motion, allowing you to play video content even while the car is in the drive mode. Now let's dive into a quick unboxing to see what's included in the box, and after that I'll walk you through all the impressive features packed into this sleek Mstick4 adapter. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so this is all you get inside this box. This is the standard Mgears Mstick4 box. It's a small tiny box, so it's not a big bulky box. So what you get inside the box is a user guide or the user manual with all the instructions on how to use this device. And then you have the M4 stick, and we'll come back to this in a while. Then you get the cables to connect this adapter with your car. Now there are a lot of cables that come, two of these come inside the box, and then they also sent me some additional cables in this packet. Now you don't have to get scared about all these cables. You actually just need one to connect it with your car, and it all depends on what type of connection you have in your car. So if you have a type A USB slot, then you just need this cable to connect this end with the USB slot in your car. This is a type A, and the other end, which is a type C, connects with the stick here. So you only need one of the cables depending on the connection in your car. This is A to C, this is a C to C, depending on your connection, and these are the same but slightly different. So these are the same A to C and C to C, but it comes with a screw. Just if you want to connect it and then screw it up, don't really need it, to be honest, but it does come with the box. So it's an additional one, and this is a very interesting cable. This one is only for those cars where a one USB slot would not give you enough power to switch on the device, and it rarely happens in some cars. But if you have that kind of a situation, you just need to connect this with the box, and then you have these two USB-A flash drives that then connects with the two power USB slots in your car. But it's very rare and a very few kind of cars that you require this, but it comes with the box just in case. And then finally you do get a SIM card tray opener. Now this device comes with a SIM card tray right on this side, and in case you want to insert a SIM card for internet connection, then you can just open it, insert it, and then put it back in. You don't really need that. You can also use your mobile's hotspot to connect to internet. Alright, so this is all you get inside the box. Now coming back to the adapter, the stick itself, definitely one of the compact or a small adapter that I've tested on my channel. It's extremely lightweight. It's all plastic. It's very, very slim, as you can see, and it's a very small and tiny adapter. Most of the devices that come in the market are either the big square ones or a circular one. This is a slightly unique shape. So you've got the logo on top, then you've got the light indicator, LED indicator right on this side. Then you've got type C connection. This is where you actually connect the cable to connect the other end with your car. And then you've got on this side, you have the SIM card tray opener, as well as the TF card or the SD memory card slot. Alright, so you can just put it in, and then as you put it in, it just clicks. There you go. Alright, and then you've got a microphone, You also have a reset button. So again, it's a very small, compact adapter, very different to some of the ones that I've tested on my channel earlier. Again, I really like these small compact adapters because you can easily hide them in your car. It does not really clutter the space in your car. You can either put a two-sided tape at the back and put it, hide it next to the dashboard or somewhere near your infotainment system. But that's it. It's a very small compact device. This is all you get inside the box. Now I'll take this out to my car, connect it, and then we start testing the different functions and features of this Mstick4 Android CarPlay adapter. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so I'm in my car and I've got this Mstick4 adapter with me. What I'll do now is connect this with the USB cable to the USB port in my car. But at the same time, I would also like to see how long does this adapter take to start up, to boot up and get to the main homepage of the Android system on the screen. So I also have my stopwatch with me. So what I'll do now is actually first connect this with a USB cable. Let's start the timer. Alright, so it takes around less than 20 seconds, around 20-second mark, which is quite a decent speed for these adapters. I've tested some of these adapters that go beyond 45 seconds, so this 20-second startup speed is very, very good. Alright, so this is the main homepage or the landing page of the Mstick4, the Android 13 operating system on this adapter. Now, looks very different to some of the previous devices I've tested. The layout on the main screen is slightly different in terms of the sizes of the icon. Now, compared to some of the other devices I've tested, the icons and the widgets on the main screen are quite big and very nicely labeled with big text. But in this particular case, the icons as well as the text are pretty small. Now, let me give you an overview of the layout. The different items available on the main screen. On the top right is the connectivity. I've connected this device with the Wi-Fi. You can connect this either by inserting a SIM card, connect it to the internet, or you can connect it with your mobile's hotspot for internet. Then on the left side, obviously you got the date and time. On the extreme left, you have some options to operate the device. So this first one on the top left gets you to the command center. There you go, so bring it up. Then you have the split screen function, and I'll show you how that works later on. And then you have the all app view. This is to look at all the apps that are running or just clear them. There you go. And then you have the home button, which is this screen. So if you're anywhere in a different application, you click on this and it brings you back to the home screen. And this at the right left bottom is the back button. Now, the good thing with this device is that all these operations are on the left side, and then they're fixed compared to the mini floating menu that you find in other devices in the market. So I prefer this one because all the operations are fixed. You don't have to look for the mini floating option or the menu. So that's a nice thing. On the main screen, you've got some of the applications pre-listed there, but you can bring any app to this main page as your favorite. As you can see, I've added one, but you can simply go to the all app view and just drag any of the apps to appear on this main screen. So you've got some of the preset here, and then this button takes you to the full app view. So you click on this, it basically takes you to the full app. These are all the apps that are installed on this device. Now, most of these were pre-installed, but I've installed some extra ones just for the test today. And we can come back to this. If you don't want to click this, you can just swipe up and you can still get to the full app view. And as I said, you can simply drag and drop any of these to the main home page, so you don't actually have to go into the all app view all the time. You can bring the common or more frequently used apps on this main screen. So in terms of the flexibility, it's very flexible. You can customize the overall layout. Long press on the screen, you get options to change the wallpaper. You can play around with the different widgets and customize your home screen. So in terms of the customization, it's very, very flexible. Now, this device is ideal for screens, for cars with touch screen like mine. So this adapter is ideal for these kind of screens. However, if your car is not a touch screen, it's one of those screens that you operate through the dial, the knob, or steering wheel controls, or the trackpad. If you have one of those cars, you can still get this adapter and operate it in your car. All you need is something like this. This is a remote control. This is just a simple remote control, but this is a special one that I use to show these adapters and how to connect it. This has the gyro cursor option, which is amazing, and with this you can easily operate this device. You don't really need to operate with the knobs or the trackpad. This connects with Bluetooth, so you simply go into the settings and just connect this device, go into YouTube, look for a new device, and alright, so this is the one, BLE remote. Click on that and just pair it, and it takes a few seconds to connect, and then you'll see it's already connected. You can play around with this. You can have the cursor option, which is amazing. There you go. So this is obviously this adapter is ideal for touchscreen cars, but if you don't have a touchscreen car, you can still operate this device through one of these remote controls. And this is a multimedia all-in-one kind of a remote control, where you can operate it through the cursors or the mouse cursors or the buttons as well. You have the home button, so you click on the home button, brings us back to the main page. You have the volume and some of the other functions available on the remote itself. And you can operate, as you can see, the cursor is there. You can simply go to the all app view through this. There you go, and change the pages as well. So very nice one. So if you want this adapter and you don't have a car with touchscreen, I would highly recommend that you get this additional remote control with this adapter, and I'll put the link of this adapter in the description below. All right. Alright, back to the screen. Now, the other important thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is that this adapter is compatible with cars that support wired Android Auto connectivity. So it's very important to go and check the compatibility with your car before making a purchase or buying this device. Alright, so this is the main layout. So this device has two settings options. This settings option is the standard Android settings, so that you find in any of the Android devices. This runs on Android 13, so all these are standard Android settings. You must be familiar with this, but what I wanted to show you is this Mgears settings. These are additional special settings just for this adapter, and it basically kind of customizes the device, so you can change it according to your preferences. So the first one is the Bluetooth hands-free. You can connect your mobile through this device. You have options on display, so you can change the brightness of the screen, you can change the motion, you can make it high or low. You have this very nice function called AV sync adjustment. Now this is extremely important because some of the devices I've tested on my channel experienced audio to video sync issues, which means the audio and the video were not synced. They were a bit lagged, or there was a bit of delay between the audio and the video. What this adapter gives you is the option of adjusting that AV sync. So you can add a few seconds to the audio or the video in order to make it completely in sync. So this is an amazing feature. Haven't seen this with any of the other adapters in the market, and I can tell you this is an extremely handy and important feature to have. All right. And as you go down, you've got display. I've set it to the maximum. You can change it to the tablet style display as well. You can add the wallpaper. You can change it. You can switch on the safe driving mode. I've switched it off. Now this adapter supports video in motion, which means that you can play video content even when the car is in motion or it's in drive mode. Now this is obviously very dangerous and risky. I do not recommend anyone to watch videos while driving. So these are within the display. Then you have the navigation bar, which is these bars on the left side. You can change and link it to certain applications if you want. You have the microphone audio input option. Now you can either use the mic or the microphone in the car, the original microphone of the car, or you can use the mic that is available on built-in onto the adapter itself. So this adapter has a built-in microphone as well, and you can change the boot settings, so which means that whenever you come in the car, you can have a certain app to start every time you switch on the car. Instead of taking it to the main home page or the landing Android page, you can set it to start, for example, YouTube every time you switch on the car. And so this is how it appears. Then they've given you some Mgears special apps, and again, these are very, very important. The first one is called the split screen. Now, split screen is one of my favorite feature on these adapters, because it allows you to have two apps running side by side at the same time. And you know, it's very handy if you're going on a long drive and you're traveling with your friends or family. You can set up the navigation on the left side, while you can set up a video, you know, app like YouTube, Netflix, or anything running on the right side, so your family can watch something while you focus on the navigation. And it's very simple. This is a kind of a favorite creator of split screen, where you basically create two apps running side by side and use it as a favorite icon on the main page. So you can simply go to the left side of the screen and add any of these, for example, navigation, and right side you can pick up another app like YouTube, so, and save it, and then this gets added to the main screen as a favorite app. Now, I've already done it, so I will not save it again. I'll just show you how it works. So let's go back to the home page. You can see this has been added as a favorites icon on the main page. And if I click on this, it will give me the split screen view of the map appearing on the left side and YouTube appearing on the right side. And again, this is a very unique feature to this adapter. I have not seen this feature in any of the other devices that I have tested on my channel. They do have the split screen function, which basically the way that works is, if you're in a certain application like this is the navigation app running, you have the option of clicking the split screen, and that app which was running gets on the left side, and then you can pick up another app to appear on the right side. So this is the split screen that is available in most of the other devices. However, creating an app, a favorite for that split screen view, and adding on the main screen is a unique feature to this Mstick4 adapter. All right, so let's go back to this. So the first one was split screen. The second one was a sound studio. Again, a very unique feature that is available on this Mstick4 adapter, where you can play around with the sound equalizer if you want to. You have this option. And then going back, you have the app volume. You can set up the volume of certain applications. You know, whenever you open that, it will be by default set to a certain volume. So for example, YouTube, I've set it to 110%. I can go all the way up to 200% or 100%, depending on your preference. And then coming back, you have the Bluetooth option to connect to your mobile. You have the brightness. You can change the brightness of the screen. You can update the firmware of this adapter, and you can reboot the device. So these are very interesting, unique to this adapter, Mgear settings and the Mgear apps. And then the rest are all standard. You know, if you look at all these apps, these are all the standard apps that are available on most of the adapters. Now, there are a few things that are not available in this. The first thing which is missing in this is a preloaded mobile screen mirroring app. So there is no preloaded mobile screen mirroring app. However, you can go to the Play Store and install apps like AirScreen or other mobile screen mirroring, and that will allow you to have the screen mirroring option in this adapter. The other more important function which is missing in this adapter is the wireless Apple CarPlay or the wireless Android Auto connectivity. So there are no wireless connections available for the CarPlay or the Android Auto with this adapter. This is a purely car media AI box adapter. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, so let's play the YouTube app, and I'll play one of my videos. In this video today, I will review the latest R8 rugged tablet from the famous Hot Wave brand. Hey friends, this is Shaz and welcome back to the Ministry of Reviews.
Hotwave is a...
Alright, so a few things on the YouTube app. One is the app is very quick to load, and the search option is quite nice as well. The other bit is absolutely no audio video sync issues right now. You know, when I was playing the video, I noticed that bit. So absolutely fine in terms of the audio to video sync. But if you do notice any of these issues when you're playing video content, you do have an option of going and adjusting the audio video delay, right? So that's the other bit. Now this is a 4K video, so, and I want to see if we have the option of playing 4K videos on this. Actually not, because it's giving me maximum 1440, which is about 2.5K, which, to be very honest, is more than enough for a very small, small car screens. Generally the screens in your car are much smaller than, obviously the tablets and the TV, and then which means you don't really need 2.5K 4K videos playing on such small screens. Even the full HD or 720p would be clear enough on these small screens, and you will not feel much difference if you up the resolution to 2.5K. It will give you an option of playing that, but to be honest, it just overloads your internet connection as well as overloads the processor. So the clarity, very nice. You can double click to skip the scenes. There is no buffering, no lag. Again, YouTube was very quick to load, and keep in mind now, this adapter is connected with the system of my car, which means that I can use the steering wheel control. So I can use the volume increase on the steering wheel,
noise cancellation microphone on the top of the
and some other buttons as well. So just keep in mind, this is an additional feature that you do get the connection with the system of your car. Okay, so YouTube, as expected, working quite nicely. You can get maximum up to 2.5K or YouTube resolution on this adapter. All right, so now let's test the Netflix app. Again, very quick to load. One thing which I have noticed so far, which is very impressive, is the speed. Though this device has 6 gigs of RAM compared to the 8 gigs of most of the other devices in the market, this 6 gigs RAM is much faster than most of the 8 GB RAM devices in the market. So the speed is very, very impressive on this device. So very quickly I'll play one of the movies, and I will not play the movie itself because I just don't want to. It's restricted on YouTube to play Netflix content. All I wanted to see was whether we have that option of playing Netflix content, and as you can see, works quite nicely. It's very clear. You can skip scenes as well. So Netflix working perfectly fine on this. There are other platforms like Disney Plus, HBO, Prime Video is available. I don't have the login details for those, so I can't really test them, but they're straightforward. That's if you go back to the full app view. As I said, quite a few of them were pre-installed, but you can install more. You have the Google Play Store, or you can install other app stores like I've done for APK Pure, and where you can go and simply start installing applications on this adapter. Now this adapter comes with massive 128 gigs of internal storage, so you can install tons and tons of applications, heavy games, heavy media files. You should have no issues with the storage space in this device. All right, so these are all the standard apps. Again, I've kind of shown you some of the important ones. It comes preloaded with Google Maps, but you can always go and install other navigation apps like Waze or Yango Maps if you want, and you can set that as your default navigation app. So you can see all of them. Again, I don't have, I can't really test each and every one in this video, but all I wanted to show you is, how, what are the different applications, the features, the functions available on this Mstick4 AI box adapter. And I can tell you a few things that really impresses me with this adapter. One is I really like this on the left side, these buttons, the navigation buttons, which are fixed. They are not the floating menu ones, so these are very handy. Number two is definitely creating these split screen favorite icons and putting it on the screen. That's my second favorite thing on this. But the most important one definitely is the speed. Speed comes first, and the speed of this device is much better than most of the other devices I've tested. And then this AV adjustment function is very handy. You we don't notice any issues right now, but whenever we do issue, for example, when we're playing videos through the micro SD card, and if we come across any AV sync issues, we have the option of going and adjusting that AV sync, which is again a unique feature to this device. So guys, if you like it, if you want to buy this, simply go to the link in the description of the video. It will take you directly to the official store where you can buy this very nice Mstick4 media AI box adapter. That's it, friends. If you like my content, you can go and support this channel with the super thanks icon below. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and click on that bell icon so you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, guys.